Hey guys, so Lord here, back again with another action figure review, and today we'll be taking a look at the NECA Toys Disney's Gargoyles Ultimate Brooklyn. Goliath's second in command and my personal favorite member of the trio, and, in fact, the next installment in this NECA Toys Gargoyles Ultimates journey that we'll be having on my channel anyways. I know that this guy and Broadway hit around the same time. Some people got Brooklyn first, some people got Broadway first. As far as this channel is concerned, we're going to be taking a look at Brooklyn first. So, with that being said, I picked this guy up over at Toy Stalker. I will leave a link in the description below, and if you spend over $100, you can use the discount code SHIPFREE99 to get free shipping on all orders over $100 or more. So shout out to Toy Stalker for not only having stuff for pretty close to retail price, if not right at retail price, but also having some pretty good discounts and shipping relatively fast. They ship in like a few days' time, so you know, for a small business, that's pretty impressive. I love Big Bad Toy Store and everything, but they do take a little bit longer to ship than Toy Stalker, probably because they sell to a lot more people, which, you know, maybe someday Toy Stalker will get there as well. I hope so, because the guy who runs it is really cool, and I talk to him on Instagram quite frequently, if I can speak and enunciate and all that good stuff. So, taking a look-see at Brooklyn's accessories here. He does come with a pair of clawdad hands. You can rip your freaking face off. That's always fun. He does come with a pair of grip hands, one of which has the in and out hinge and is made to hold the page of the Grimorum Acanorum, which was in episode, I want to say 7 of Season 1. This was the spell Demona used to mind control Goliath, make him a mindless zombie. And there's also this grip hand, which has the other type of hinge, funny enough. At least it's supposed to, there we go. Really tight. But this is meant to hold this. Lance accessory, which if we set this hand to the side here, is an homage to this Lance accessory from the Kenner Brooklyn figure. You're not going to get this kind of comparison from just any channel reviewing these NECA Gargoyles figures, people. I have reviewed, I believe, most, if not all, of the original Kenner Gargoyles line up to a certain point, including Cold Stone, who came a little bit later. Only thing I haven't taken a look at are the vehicles and the playset, because I only have the motorcycle, and the playset is expensive as heck. So, there you go. There's your Lance comparison. Be careful with this, by the way. It's thin here, and allegedly, I think this was made to pop out, but mine does not. So, I think it's glued in there. I think somebody's just came unglued and they got lucky, and they don't have to heat up the hand to put that in there. That said, he does also come with a Scream Bloody Gore head. I mean, if that's not Brooklyn singing death metal, I don't know what is. And the best part is, he does come with a pair of shades, because he's cool and wears sunglasses at night. And you can slip them right on. You can put them on either head, but if you put them on this head, it literally looks like he's in a rock band, and that's awesome. I still like Scream Bloody Gore. That's I think that's better. I think Brooklyn's a thrash and death metal guy. I mean, look at that hair. That's not Motley Crue hair. That's like Metallica Megadeth locks right there. So there you go. That is your lot. I know there are two other things, two very large dagger-shaped things that this figure comes with, but we'll look at those in a minute. Because before we look at articulation and whatnot, we do have the Kenner figure to talk about. And this is a little unorthodox for my Gargoyles reviews, but we are going to look at the Kenner figures a little bit earlier as opposed to during the size comparison, since I'm changing things up a little bit. Try and make things quicker, at least quicker than my Mezco Ghost Rider review. But, look, it's free content. What do you want? But you could see that the main difference between these two, other than the fact that this guy's got his wings on because they take up way less room, is that the new guy's got a neck, and the old one looks like Quasimodo from Disney's Hunchback of Notre Dame. This figure was always weird. He's got this gimmick where you push up on this lever on his back and his horns and mouth. It's bizarre, to say the very least. And I'm pretty sure I did a Throwback Thursday of that last year sometime, but I honestly can't remember since it's been so long. It's been a long time since I've done reviews, let alone stuff I looked at last year, so cut me some slack, will ya? But as far as Brooklyn is concerned, I really like how this guy came out. Not perfect, mind you. You know, we still got those big honking you-know-whats to talk about in a minute here, but as far as this is concerned, what I'm holding in my hand at this current time, this is awesome. So, as far as his articulation goes, he actually, like his vintage counterpart, has a hinged jaw. So he can sing metal like this, too, with pupils. So, metal with pupils. That's pretty cool. It's pretty easy to move. It's not too tight. It's not too loose. I think there's a little bit of a pin in the cheeks there from that, but I would prefer that over a piece that kind of tabs in from both ends around the head, because those have a tendency to get stuck and potentially break, like my Secret of the Ooze Razar I got from my good buddy Evil Villain quite some time ago. So that kind of sucks, but my dad fixed it, so I guess no cry, no foul? Question mark. That said, his head is on a double ball peg, so you can get quite a bit of range out of it, all things considered. His neck is also on a ball joint, so you can get all kinds of adjustment poses and whatnot out of that. So that's cool. His shoulders can go out to the side pretty far for a NECA figure. They go a little bit more than horizontal, at least on that side. They go back down. They do rotate. This is really tight, too, so be mindful of that. He's got a bicep twist, but it hugs the shoulder pretty snug, so just be mindful of that as well. He does have a double elbow, a little gummy on the elbows, I'll say, all things considered. Compared to like Goliath or someone a little bulkier than this, he is a little gummy in the elbows, but not too bad. He also doesn't have the little elbow spikes like I know Goliath's got them. Demoni and Angela have them. I don't know if Hudson's got them. I almost think he does, but this guy and Broadway, for whatever reason, don't have those. He does have hinged swivel wrists. Move just as much as the other ones. Putting his arms out. He does have a diaphragm joint. You can crunch him back a little bit. You can crunch him forward a little bit. He does rotate and tilt and whatnot, so you can hula hoop him around. That's cool. He's got a waist cut that was stuck a little bit. But you can rotate that and pop it off, apparently. Which I've done before. But it does stay on there. But some of these figures, you could pop them right apart at the waist. So that's kind of interesting. Not sure why that is, but I guess it's better that they pop apart as opposed to breaking, right? Hips can kick out to the side. His were really tight. I actually had to put some soap in there to loosen them ever so slightly. But you can rotate them forward and back, no problem. He does have a thigh cut that works quite well. His knee does rotate. He's got a single joint at the knee that works fine. This one's a little loose. It's got a little loose spot right there. You can see it, moving it with my hand there, but not terrible. He does have hinge in the foot. Let me try this side. There you go. He's got a hinge in the foot with a rocker, as well as a hinge in the toe. Let me try this side. Alright, the hinge in the toe doesn't want to budge. I can get it to move, but I don't want to make it loose. But he does have a rocker in the toes as well. Yeah, that's on there. Holy cow. I don't remember that being that tight when I opened this guy. And then, of course, he's got the tail that rotates, and then it does have a hinge. I'm not quite sure where that is, though. There it is. But you can do that. Tail's not the tightest in his bung hole there, but, you know, it gets the job done. It gets the job done. So there you go. I will say, be a little careful and cautious with the end of the tail here. You don't want to poke the wire through it, because it is a little thin there, because he is a smaller gargoyle. He's not, you know, big honking Goliath or even Hudson and Broadway. They're a little bigger than he is, so he's a skinny guy like yours truly, so you want to be a little bit more gentle with him. But he stands fine, you know, without the wings, of course. With the wings, that's a little bit of a different story. We're gonna see how that turns out in just a minute here. But I really like this figure, man. He is awesome. He looks great. He looks just like Brooklyn should. And I wouldn't mind getting a variant of this guy where he's in his armor with the eye patch, and he's a little bit more beefed up. I think that'd be a cool variant. But again, we still need armored Thalog, so I don't know how long that's gonna take, because that's more of a recent thing. Yeah, he did look like that in Future Tense. I think he had the eye patch in Future Tense. I can't remember, but the Time Dancer comics is really where that's a lot more prevalent, and that's like a 2007 kind of current thing. If you're up on the new Gargoyles comics from Dynamite, is it? Dynamite? So, you know, just some food for thought there. Be a cool variant. But let's take a look at his wings. What the heck? These are like friggin' throwing knives. What the... This is absurd. That said, they do have the little hinges. I will say, his are a little bit softer. He's got the little pops. They do pop into place, but they are softer ratchets. That said, I did kind of tweak mine with a little bit of soap, so I wouldn't have to worry about breaking them. But they do pop into place, as they should. And funny, these wings are actually shaped quite a lot like the vintage figures, as you can plainly see. Now, I'm hoping I can pop these suckers in on camera. I've never done this before, but I don't feel the need to really take this guy off cam and pop them in and film another clip. So hopefully I can get these suckers in. It's just a matter of lining everything up, giving it a good push like that. And what's cool is, on top of the fact that they're not crazy loud ratchets, you can rotate them up and down. But here's the thing, this guy's got little plastic ports in his back, so he does not have Demona syndrome. And I think Angela is the same way too. So that is pretty cool. I wish that was implemented. Shoot, was Hudson the first gargoyle to have wings after Demona? I can't honestly remember. Ooh. But this one's being a pain in the patootie. Hold on. Can I get that in there? Son of a monkey. Still hard as crap to put in there, though. Let's see if I can turn his head a little more and get that out of the way. Yeah, it's all a matter of lining stuff up. There we go. Alright. I got it lined up. I just gotta pop it in there. There. Holy crap. But as you can see, they click. This one's a little looser than the other one, but I spin him around here There is Brooklyn with his wings. His giant arse wings. Holy crap. And looks like he wants to stand. Maybe. Come on. Come on. Work with me here. Alright, his one leg's buckling a bit, but he's standing up. There you go. There he is with his wings. Let me pan the camera up a little teeny bit so you can see him a little better. There you go. But there he is with his wings. And all of his... Kind of looks like the devil, doesn't he? Or the Jersey Devil. Which is a little closer to the Manhattan area. But really cool figure, man. I like him a lot. He's awesome. He's my favorite member of the trio. And I think Neca did a bang-up job with this one. But gosh darn it, those wings are freaking humongous. So with that being said, let's move right along. Take a look at some size comparisons. First up, here's Brooklyn alongside a Big Daddy Goliath who towers over him. And I know that's how it was in the show, but holy crap, I didn't realize how much bigger than Brooklyn Goliath was. But there he is. Moving him out of the way, though. And we're going to do size comparisons one at a time because these things take up so much freaking space. So bear with me here. But here's Brooklyn alongside not really Big Mama Demona, but Demona nonetheless, who is a little oversized. I mean, she is taller than Brooklyn, which is accurate, but if you stand her as she is intended to be stood, like in the show, the female Gargoyles' legs are a lot straighter than the males, so she is actually, I think, the same height as Goliath if you do that. So I have mine bent a little bit, so she's a little bit more to scale here, but just know that that's not entirely accurate to the show. That said, if you're wondering where I got her cloak wings, stay tuned. In a couple of days you'll find out. Then we got the family dog Bronx here, because I love this figure and Bronx is awesome. So there you go. Then we have the infamous Brother Mandiblith from Mythic Legions. So it wouldn't be one of my videos without him, or our other regular, the 11 Spawn, who, like Goliath, towers over Brooklyn and is also voiced by Mr. Keith David, which, funny slash kind of sad and depressing story, Keith David was literally a 40-minute drive from my house a number of weeks ago, and your boy was too broke to go see one of his heroes, so sad face. But with all that being said, it's time to wrap things up. Some final thoughts. Overall, and even though I still firmly believe that good old Brooklyn's wings here should be registered as lethal weapons after this review is all said and done, I mean, seriously, they look like freaking daggers. I still absolutely love this figure. Is he top 10 of the year? Possibly. He is my favorite member of the trio, and even though we've gotten a plethora of Gargoyles figures this year, at least compared to last year where there was a small handful, we still have more to look at. We got Broadway, we got Lexington, we got Angela, we got a couple other characters that may help cut down on how much real estate these guys take up, but you'll just have to stay tuned to find out who those are in due time. So, with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this review, and until next time, I'll catch you guys later.